Don't act out the words. Sell me the song.
Hello divas, I'm Cherry West, the Red Berry of Edinburgh, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This week on Red Berry Reviews, we're reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 4 Episode 1. Girl, this is the premiere, this is the first episode, this is literally the one that means the most. So, let's get right into it. Our first fabulous special guest joining us on the first episode of Red Berry Reviews. She's all the way from Newcastle, it's the fabulous PlastiQ.
Hi. How are you?
Incredible.
Thank you. This old thing, please.
If that's old, then I don't know what you're going to call this. So, what did you think of the new episode of Drag Race?
I've got two thoughts on it. It's either going to be an incredible season with loads of talent, or it's going to be a season full of just look queens. And if it's a season full of look queens, I'm bored already.
Well, same. I was expecting a bit more personalities to come from confessionals, but I'm obsessed with how Danny Beard is like giving us the comedy, especially as soon as we start. Like, I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
It was interesting that Danny gave us all that comedy, and then minutes later at the end of the episode kind of admitted that all the comedy is that kind of front for like security and self-esteem, which I think kind of creates an interesting narrative for the season.
So I guess we should just wing right into it. First of all, who do you think like your favourite entrance look was?
Oh, that's tough. It has to be Starlet, right?
Oh, that was incredible. I was shocked that RuPaul said that was her favourite, but to be fair, I'm not surprised.
For entrance looks in like all of history, I think I have to agree with Ru. It was the most put together. It could have been a finale dress on any other season.
That's true. She was absolutely like fuming when that outfit got wet. Girl. I don't know if
you turn up, you're in a styled wig, you're in a rhinestone outfit, and RuPaul's like, let's get wet.
First up, we have the fabulous Danny Beard walking into the workroom. Now, I was waiting for Danny Beard to get on Drag Race for absolutely ages. Was that the same with you?
Yeah, Danny, there's a few people, but Danny was like up there at the top of the list. Like, when are they going to get on? And like, when they walked in that workroom, it was like, it made their impression straight away.
This look is so good for Danny Beard. Like, the body looks right. I'm obsessed. What do you think of it?
It's like perfectly on brand, but elevated for that Drag Race kind of elevation that you need. It's like Danny on Drag Race. It's exactly what you'd expect.
Moving on to Danny Beard's first runway category was BBC Keeping It 100. Now, this was to celebrate BBC's 100 year for them being on like TV.
100 years of the BBC, yeah.
Oh, that's
a century of being a broadcasting network, which is insane.
Well, Danny Beard's runway was Mr. Blobby inspired. Now, I was absolutely obsessed with this. To be fair, it makes sense that Danny Beard did Mr. Blobby. I'm quite surprised Black Pepper did it, but we'll speak about that more in the episodes. But yeah, what did you think of this?
I hated it.
Really?
I really did. I just think it gave Danny no shape. It gave Danny no like.
Yeah, that to be honest.
Just everything about it to me just felt a bit panto dame.
Yeah.
Like Club Kid panto dame, and I just don't like it. I'd like to see something a bit more than what Danny brought with that Mr. Blobby.
Yeah, I see what you mean with the no shape. There was literally no shape at all. It was literally just like that. But I thought it was quite cap, to be honest. Black Peppers was definitely better. But I like Danny Beard's. I think it was quite different to see Danny Beard do that as well, because you wouldn't normally see that on Instagram. We'll move on to the next runway. This was Signature Drag. Now, Danny Beard did definitely give Signature Drag. Danny Beard suits black so much. Like, you know when people have their colour, that is definitely their colour.
It's because Danny does that amazing like white and black. It's all very monochromatic, but it always looks so like edgy and fashiony. And it's going to be interesting to see how Danny kind of takes those acting challenges and stuff when they do have to change up their makeup and incorporate the beard. I think it's going to...
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I never actually thought of that. Well, moving on to our next queen that entered the workroom. It's the fabulous Baby. This was really cute. I think it suited her very well. It wasn't that good compared to others, but it was cute.
She looks the spitting double of Alexandra Burke.
I don't know who that is. I recognise that name.
Do you know? I forget how young you are.
I don't know who anyone is, so enough with the reference.
Won the X Factor in like
2010.
Like,
that's probably when I was born.
Yeah, when you were. Oh my god, you would have been 3 years old or something.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
But yeah, she looked pretty. I didn't like the hair. The hair looked.
I liked the hair. I didn't really like the outfit. It was very baby, but I didn't really like it that much.
It looked like it was a nice wig.
Yeah.
Like 3 months ago. And then it's kind of fell and it doesn't look as good anymore. And then it's kind of fell and it doesn't look as good anymore.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, that's funny. So yeah, she said it was going for like an anime vibe. I didn't see that at all.
No, I didn't get anime from it.
So her first runway was the BBC Keep It at 100. Now, I don't remember this.
It was right because you won't know who it is. It was Rasta Mouse.
Oh, I do know Rasta Mouse. I used to watch them when I was a kid. I remember it now. I was shocked when I seen this because I loved Rasta Mouse. Like I don't know if it was. I watched the cartoon version. Was that the one that is the normal version?
The Mouse and Scratchy and Zuma, also known as the Easy Crew.
I don't think so. When I was a kid, it wasn't cartoon.
Okay, but I watched the cartoon versions. So that probably was like 100 million versions. Like.
I did not come here to feel old.
Sorry.
Yeah, Rasta. When this came out, I lost my mind because I just thought it was such a unique reference, but also such a great way to kind of highlight like POC kind of culture.
Oh yeah, that's all.
While sticking to the theme, I just think brilliant, so good.
Do you know what I wish? I wish someone did Teletubbies.
Would you have done Teletubbies?
I probably wouldn't have, but I wish someone did.
Okay, so you want someone else to look stupid?
Yeah, I would have. I don't know what I would have done. Like, what's on the BBC? Anyway, what was BBC Looks? Yeah, Rasta Mouse. That was really good. And her signature drag runway, that red was her red, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was obsessed. That hair was gorgeous.
Yes, no, I remember that. When you said hair, I remembered.
It was that one with like the different balls. That was really cool.
Yeah, I think Venus Wigs did it. But
yeah, I think they did. I seen it on Instagram.
Very cool.
It was absolutely gorgeous. I want that outfit. So, girl, if you're selling it, I'll have it. Thank you. But yeah, her makeup yet again is absolutely gorgeous. I'm so excited to see her looks. She is so pretty.
She's not even wearing that much makeup because out of drag, she just looks like the prettiest woman ever.
Moving on to our next queen that entered the workroom was the absolutely gorgeous Sminty Drop. Now, I am obsessed with this look. Silhouette was cool. I liked how they had the horns. Like, it was really cute.
I think of all of her looks, this episode, Emma's look was the worst.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like of everything she did. Yeah, like it was better than a lot of other people's entrance looks. I don't think I liked it that much. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was. I don't think it showed her enough. It was too much about the costume, and I was like, for your entrance look, I want to see you. Yeah. And it felt like the look was wearing her a bit.
Moving on to Sminty Drop's runways, the first category was BBC Keeping It 100. Now, this antique look was out of this world. Like, it was proportionized so well.
And we've never had anyone too tall for the runway before.
I know, she didn't even fit in it.
Yeah, but the way she did it was just, she didn't even stumble. She just ducked down, wobbled through, and stood back up. And I was like, she's a model. She'll get modeling work after this.
No, because Ellie Diamond's really tall, so Sminty must be taller than Ellie. Or was it just a lampshade?
I think she wears a 18-inch shoe, and then she's got a 40-foot lampshade on her head. She's going to be tall. But yeah, she wears the shoes, the big.
How can she even walk in them?
I like an UGG slider. Maybe that's a nice.
We'll move on to our next runway. Category was signature drag. Now, I was expecting, as we said, a bikini, but she had this big, massive wig, which was huge. she's really going for like big things this season, isn't she?
Well, I've seen her in bikini. She knows all about big things. But she absolutely just stole the runway. And when she came into the workroom from get-go, she was like, I'm a looks queen. I want to deliver fashion.
Yeah.
And she absolutely achieved it.
That's exactly what she has, yeah.
I hope she stays in long enough to actually show us more outfits. Because if she is only about the look, she's not going to be in there long enough for us to actually see anything. And Ru called her out on that as well. Ru even said it's not all about the look.
Moving on to our next queen, she is in the Vixens. It's Pixie Palette. That's the best intro I'll give her.
I'm not sure what I think about Pixie yet.
Okay.
Just as a person, I feel like she's one of these people similar to like Eureka O'Hara on season 9, where they just say too much all the time. Yeah. Anything someone has to say, she has a comment, whether it's funny or not. She has to make a comment on it.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like she's just going to rub me the wrong way.
I really like Pixie's personality. I feel like she's going to like be like really big and bubbly for the confessionals. I think that's going to be good.
Yeah. I just don't think I like her. I just don't care. I don't think I like her. I feel like, don't get me wrong, I know I'm going to end up working with her. Like, yeah, you will. I'm going to be like, oh, you were really great on Drag Race. I love you. I hope that she's never seen this video. But
you heard it first, guys.
But yeah, no, I'm sure she is great. I just feel like she's doing that thing, and I do it when I'm nervous, where you just kind of talk too much.
Yeah.
And the editors are including so much that you're like, oh, okay, she's
But when you've got queens like Starlet and stuff, what else are they going to include?
True.
Like, she's going to carry the season. It's going to be the next Candy News. Moving on to our next runway, keeping up with the BBC. It's their 100... I said that wrong. Wait there. Category is BBC keeping it 100. Now, Pixie's look was...
Oh, Only Fools and Horses, right? She was Bellboy.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay. If you got the reference, this was incredible. I will give her this. This was a really fun look. Really weird, kind of obscure thing to pull from. It was like a sitcom in like the 90s about this London market stall holder, and like everything would go wrong. He was like a bit of a you know, whatever. But like the look was great. When she showed the repeater badges,
that was good.
And Michelle said, I'll tell Cheryl Hole where to get one. I fell out of my seat.
I was screaming that. That was mental.
Where they went.
I'll tell Cheryl Hole where to get them.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Michelle here with the shade. But yeah, I thought it was really, really good look. Actually, this is a look that I enjoy. But again, campy, funny.
Yeah.
With a personality.
Yeah. Pixie's signature drag look.
Oh no, right, okay, now I've remembered. I hate this. I didn't like the hair. I'm looking at it, and I don't think there's anything I like about it.
I agree. I think it looks so tacky. And I'm surprised I'm saying that, because I love Pixie's drag, but it's like, I hate it. This is definitely one of the worst runways she's got.
It's probably one of the worst runways this episode.
Yeah, I agree.
I really don't like it.
You should have been in the bottom and sent home just for this. The next queen to walk into the workroom was the Sensational Starlet. I'm obsessed with this look. This is, as you said earlier, definitely one of the best entrances of the season, if not the whole franchises of Drag Race. But I don't like that Starlet doesn't really have a personality.
Yeah, she is a bit of a coat hanger, isn't she? Where she just... the clothes look good on her, and that's kind of it. I'm hoping she did say that she's shy first and that it takes time to like get that personality out of her. So hopefully, as the season goes on, we get a bit more thing. Because for so many years, like season 1 through 6 of US, they were always wet or dunked in water or set on fire or pillow fight or joust with acid or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
and then it got very runway, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's just going to be a runway." So they started turning up in like amazing looks, and then the producers were like, "No, actually, let's make you wet again."
Well, it does. Well, it does feel like normal Drag Race again with this challenge. But if I was in that position, watching it from like a drag queen's perspective, if I was in that like scenario, I would have been raging.
I would have been so pissed off.
Now she did that guest judge. That was a big risk that Starlet did it, especially like they were there. But it was really good.
Oh, she didn't have a choice. I think so. She's gonna, she wouldn't have had a backup. She would have changed everything. Yeah. And I feel like she would have got in her head and changed it.
Yeah.
But because she only had that look, she went out there and did it. And she did it well.
She did it well.
I like that from the character of Patsy on TV to what Starlet did. She's elevated it. She's added like little tweaks, little like things that are very draggy to it, which I appreciated a lot.
Starlet's signature drag look. What was it?
It was the stars.
Oh yeah, that was. I actually really liked that. It reminded me of Tacey's Panto Dame.
Yes. Yeah.
But it was really pretty. I liked it. It was cute.
It was very good. I really enjoyed it. I just think it was so. It was a drag fashion show for me.
Yeah.
It was just that little bit of drag, but like with a lot of fashion. Very pretty, very good. Really
and it is good to have like fashion queens on the season because they are going to be in like pure modeling things.
So the next queen to enter the workroom is the fabulous Jombers Blonde.
Yes, very cute. I enjoyed it. I'm glad she doesn't look like her promo look. Because she was talking with the queen. She was like, "Oh, I'm like a fashion queen," and then she was sat there in a tartan jacket with vegetables on. And I was like, "Are you? Are you?" So yeah, I'm glad she's brought a bit of fashion to her entrance look.
Yeah. So Jombers Blonde's next look on the main stage was the BBC Keeping It 100. Now this look was Blue Peter. I loved this look so much. The wig with the blue swirls was. I loved it like a lot.
I like the way she did it. It could have so easily went kind of Joe Black's finale look with the boat.
Oh yeah.
She could have easily went down that route. But I like that she did it with the bag and with the hair. Everything just felt a bit more high end and kind of again, I think she's gonna serve fashion, but in a very ready to wear kind of way.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the look.
She's not couture, but she's definitely runway.
Next up, it's her signature drag look. Do you remember this?
No, I can look at it now.
Was inspired by her dad, and she mentioned in confessionals that it was really nice to feel like she had her parents with her, which was a really nice touch and a storyline to the outfit.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, why?
It turned the corner and I thought she was wearing like an AliExpress bodysuit.
It wasn't even a bodysuit, was it? I don't even remember.
It looked like a printed AliExpress bodysuit to me. It didn't read in that like motorcycle way that she wanted it to, I think. And I think there's better ways to. I just wish it'd be more leather, have some fringe on it. Yeah. Like if you're gonna go motorcycle, go all the way. Yeah. Put a helmet on, fringe.
I was wanting a helmet. Yeah. I was thinking that. Do you know what?
Because the helmet would have covered her face, which would have been a benefit for everyone.
Well, that's the tea. Anyway, next up we have the gorgeous Black Pepper.
Yeah, everyone at the viewing party went, like, it was such a good gag.
It was gorgeous.
She's amazing as well, Black Pepper. She is like her history. She like won Church of Wyshie, which is like a drag competition in Birmingham.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah. So she won that. Absolutely incredible. I got to meet her when I was judging the year after. And she's just so sweet and like humble and nice. And like, oh, I'm just so excited. She's going to bring so much. And the way she posed in that photo shoot, when she just kind of hopped up.
The splits. I was like,
was doing the splits.
I know, but she would have won if they used the split one.
She did win.
Did she?
She won the mini challenge.
Oh, I thought I seen on Twitter. Oh, Oh, I didn't know that.
On the mini challenge.
Oh, oops. Have we watching the same season?
Yeah.
Fuck knows. Well, I'm glad she won.
Good for her.
But yeah, Black Pepper's keeping it 100 with a BBC look.
Yeah, it was the better Mr. Blobby.
That was so good.
She took the theme, the concept of Mr. Blobby, and turned it into like this high fashion, amazing thing.
Yeah.
And that's what you needed to do with a theme like that. You needed to take that like and twist it and make it you, and that's what she did.
Yeah.
That's why she was because she gets it. And that's the thing with Black Pepper, she just gets it. She's going to be, I'm so excited that she's on the show.
Moving on to Black Pepper's signature drag look. This was, do you know, I actually wanted to eat that chocolate from the headpiece. Like, it made me hungry.
It looked so good, even when it was on the floor. I was like, 5-second rule, bitch. Pick that up and eat it. Like,
I did not care that fell. Like, I was like, she didn't even need the headpiece. Like, it looks so good.
If she had bent over and picked it up and tried to put it back on her head and played about with it, I would have been like, girl, sort it out. But the fact that she just kind of went, and then carried on, because she knows she looks stunning. Yeah. Like, and like she said, she was chocolate. She didn't need to wear the chocolate.
Exactly. She literally said it herself. Exactly.
Moving on to our next queen that entered the workroom, we have the gorgeous Dakota.
Her entrance look was better than both of her looks on the runway.
Yeah, I agree, actually. I think I liked her entrance line as well. She's like hue and mint condition. I like that. I thought that was really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really suits me in lilac.
Pastels. She's a pastel kind of.
Definitely.
Because she's just pretty and dainty, and I just want to like pick her up and I like you.
Yes, she's really, really cute.
But yeah, moving on to her runway, it's BBC keeping it 100.
She had that outfit in her wardrobe and said, what can I wear this for? No way she had that made for this theme. Right? Like, surely not.
I think Horrible Histories is a really bad, like...
She's picked up this outfit in her wardrobe and then Googled who wears black.
She definitely has.
Like, who wears a black leotard on the BBC? Okay, that's not it. Right, okay.
No, I see that, to be honest.
And her second look, her signature drag look.
Do you know, I like the dress. I think for me, it's the styling of it. So if that dress had been done with like pastel pink gloves and like pink shoes, I would like it. It was like a full pastel thing. I hated it with the black, but that black ostrich feather hat, if she'd done that as like with a red coat and done like a look.
Oh, I love that hat. I want that hat.
Yeah, the hat was amazing.
It was so cute.
It just, I didn't like the styling of it, but I think the pieces themselves were fine.
Moving on to our next queen, the walked into the workroom, it's just me.
You think? You think she's a fan of Jerry? She should have mentioned that.
I know.
She absolutely just, from the moment she walked in, I wanted her to go home.
I don't know how she even got on.
She was just, because they needed someone to go home first.
Oh yeah, that's exactly why. Yeah.
She's got too much of a niche with the Jerry Halliwell thing.
It is, let's get it babe.
She's not going to be adaptable for anything else. And that's
she
where
brought out a new song. Have you heard the song?
Just May brought out a song today?
Yes, she. It's shit.
No, I've not heard it.
It's horrendous.
I'm not going to rush to go listen to it.
I wouldn't even listen to it.
Okay. If someone requests it when I'm DJing next, then maybe.
Well, maybe at like 12 in the morning if you want people to leave. That's a good idea. Moving on to her runway.
It was funny.
Mm-hmm.
But bad.
Yeah.
It was like Graham said, it was the execution of it. The concept was actually quite funny.
Mm.
And if maybe she just kind of had the bust go down and it like that was cinched in, and then it was like a gorgeous brown skirt that maybe was made out of fabric that looked like a wood table, you know, and all this was gold, kind of Abraham Levi, like amazing body armor kind of thing. That could have been incredible.
Yeah.
But instead it was cheap. It reminded me of it was Bagger's Brit Award or Oscar with the face.
Well, moving on to Just May's signature drag. Now, she wore an outfit with her face on it, which is quite iconic, but...
Because we needed to see more of that. It was... I feel like it was a reference to Jerry Halliwell's look from the Spice Girls tour as well. I feel like from the most recent tour, Jerry wore like a Union Jack-esque printed kind of... It was very similar, and I feel like it was a reference to that. And that's been my main problem with Just May. It's all referential, and I didn't know who she was.
How camp was it that the mini challenge was literally Spice Girls themed though?
Yeah, I know.
That was such a coincidence.
Next up, coming into the workroom, we have the absolutely gorgeous Copper Top.
Now, I don't know if you like the
absolutely gorgeous Copper Top. Did you just... I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't like when people... I didn't like Scarlett Bobo always used to have Bobo on her outfits. I hated that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't...
I feel like that's something I would do, because I feel like it's good to like brand yourself, but not in like a just put your name on. Like if you're doing it in like a smart way.
No, I think there's smarter ways to brand yourself. If you look at like, say, Tace, if you looked at all of Tace's outfits hung up next to each other and she wasn't wearing them, you'd go, oh, that's Tace's outfit, because you'd recognize the brand that she's built from her style.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I wouldn't want to see every outfit have Tace's name on.
Yeah.
So you have to know it's Tace's look.
Moving on to Copper Top's runway. Now, this one was the two suits. Yeah.
I appreciate that she got Julie Walters' kind of walk into the outfit and how Julie Walters acts. I don't think it was the right choice to pick, but I appreciate the obscurity of the choice and the fact that she did kind of try and do something different. And I mean, it was executed well. I just don't ever like it. At least it wasn't poorly made. If this had been poorly made as well, I would have been annoyed. But at least it was made well.
Yeah. Moving on to her signature drag look. I liked the idea, but I hated the wig was a mess. Like that wig that was like the big tulip. I hated that.
Nothing was good.
It looked like a pantomime dame.
The wig wasn't good. The makeup wasn't good. The letters cut out looked like she'd drawn them in paper in the hotel room the night before, because the dress she had wasn't very good. And she was like, oh, well, at least if I put fag on it, then I'm fine.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, no.
I see what you mean.
I didn't like it. I would have left her in the bottom, like bottom two.
Really?
Yeah, I would have took Dakota out and put top in.
Fair enough. Fair play.
Moving on to our second last queen, we have LaFell. Now, this look, her entrance look, I thought it was really pretty. I like the orange cones coming out. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous.
She turned the corner and I was like, oh my God, Nicki Minaj is back.
The hair was so long. Like when she was doing the mid-town's photo shoot, I was shocked at how long the hair was. It was massive.
I don't think the hair was that long. I think it was probably like a 16-inch bob, but she's only this tall. So it looks really long on it. It's just like a simple mid-length hair, a few layers, but it touches her.
Really small. Like when she walked in, she looked tiny.
Yeah, she's like, she can't be bigger than 5 foot.
Moving on to LaFell's first runway on the main stage. Category is BBC's Keeping It 100. I loved the Pudsey look. I thought it was really good because everyone's going to know it.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice. I liked the coat. I'm not sure on the execution of the bandana, the Pudsey bandana, and she walks too crazy on the runway for me. I just want to like enjoy it. Just stand, walk, take it slow. Let us see the garment.
Moving on to LaFell's second runway. Category is signature drag, and now this was the red and black look. I want this look more than babies. I am obsessed. I love the wig. I'm gonna get that wig.
No way, you liking a red and black runway look?
Never.
Who would have guessed? No,
it was really cute. It was really cute.
I enjoyed it. I think she sold this look a lot better than she sold the Pudsey look.
Yeah. This is probably one of my favorite looks she has done on Drag Race so far. I like this more than her arrangements, and I thought it was really cute. Moving on to our last but not least queen. This is
what was her signature drag one again? Was that
The red.
the what one? Sorry.
It was like red.
Oh yeah, I loved that with the black and red wig. I was like, I need that right now.
I'm gonna get that wig.
No way, you liking a red and black runway look?
Never.
Who would have guessed?
No, I was actually like obsessed. I want it remade, not the copying.
Very pretty. But again,
It was absolutely gorgeous.
so quick. I'm like, what I saw of it when she wasn't spinning was cute.
Moving on to our last but not least queen. This is a pure icon. I can't even believe they're on Drag Race.
Like when she walked in that workroom, those girls must have absolutely.
I would have shot myself.
Yeah,
Absolutely crazy.
she was one of the first drag queens I'd heard of. Like,
I think same because of Drag SOS.
yeah, she's probably the most famous non-televised, well, non-drag race drag queen
Yeah.
in the UK up until this point.
Yeah, and her makeup.
I just don't like the shoe. That was the only thing I didn't like with the
I don't
outfits.
even think I looked at the shoe.
It was just a bit too pink. And when you've gone to the effort to make the jacket and the skirt and the headpiece and the ears, just cover the shoes in the same fabric. And just go head to toe with it.
Yeah.
I like my looks to be head to toe.
But yeah, moving on to Cheryl Gorgeous's first runway category is Keeping It 100, the BBC anniversary. I didn't really like this.
You are too young to understand what this is, right?
I didn't really like it though.
Do you know what the reference was?
Well, she said it on the thing.
So back in my day, when at like 10 o'clock at night or maybe a bit later, TV just used to stop. Like there wouldn't be TV for 24 hours like we have now.
Why?
Because there wouldn't be. Like it just didn't. Who was awake at that time? Nobody. They just didn't do it. For real. Or if there was a problem, if it cut out, if for whatever reason, a screen would pop up and it would be a screen, and in the middle was a circle of a little girl drawing on a blackboard with a clown next to her, and Cheddar was doing that clown from that screen.
Wait, so it would just randomly cut out? Like what?
Oh yeah, like technology has advanced so much in the last like 30 years, but like when I was a kid, TV would just sometimes just stop for like no reason, and that screen would just come up, especially with live TV.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But next up we have Cheryl Gorgeous' signature drag look.
I'm really shocked that she never got on like any other season.
Yes, so am I. But they must have been, they were waiting to use her for when they needed her.
It was probably just to fit like other storylines. Well,
no, they must have known that season 3 was going to tank, and they needed to boost the ratings again for season 4.
Yeah.
So they were like, let's get Cheddar.
You're a producer. You've got the.
Oh, I should be like absolutely making this show. I should be sat in between Michelle and Graham, and RuPaul could just have a day off. You never know what to expect from Cheddar. That's the point. She never looks the same as she did the day before, which is what makes her so brilliant and amazing.
Yeah.
I remember first following her on Instagram, every day she'd be wearing something different. I've never seen her repeat an outfit.
Really?
Really?
Oh my God.
Well, she's gonna do so well on Drag Race. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm so excited for her. Well, that is it for this week's episode. The queen that got home was just me. Now, I think it makes sense that she went home.
Yeah, Dakota woke up for that lip sync. Yeah. She'd been like asleep all episode, and then song started, and she was like, "Oh, I know this song. I love this song. Let's do it." And she really came alive. So like, absolutely,
bringing that lip sync.
I could believe she was singing, and it was her song, and we were all watching. And May kept doing that thing that I hate drag queens doing, where it's like sign language. Where like if the song says time and they point to their watch,
like
the song like says hair and they touch their hair, like anything like that, I hate it.
Yeah, Just Me was awful.
Yeah, she just
that was like, was she like? It was given Vinegar and Coffee on season 1.
Oh yeah, Like, again, Goffy did the same thing that
Yeah.
I hate. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't act out the words. Sell me the song.
Well, divas, if you enjoyed this week's episode of Red Berry Reviews, make sure to let me know down below who you want to win this season of Drag Race, because, girl, I have loads of people I'm rooting for, so I want to hear your thoughts. Well, PlastiQ, thanks very much for coming on this week's episode.
Thanks for having me.
So, where can we find you on all social medias?
At PlastiQ, JackPlastiQ on all social media platforms.
Period. Well, go make sure to follow PlastiQ. To be fair, you'll probably see her on Turbo Club Kids. She is everywhere. Turn on notifications so you can be notified when the next episode of Red Berry Reviews comes out, and follow me on all social medias at Cherry West Official so you can find out who's coming on Red Berry Reviews next week. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye!